Welcome to a Game Boy Roulette addendum. This invasion isn't over just yet. On the last episode of Game Boy Roulette, we looked at Space Invaders for the Game Boy. It was fairly basic, just the original Space Invaders game, but put on the Game Boy. If anything, I was surprised at the lack of features. Well, I got several comments asking me why I didn't discuss the special feature accessed when you put the game into the Super Game Boy. And the answer to that is, what special feature? I never had a Super Game Boy. In fact, I never had a Super Nintendo, so that's news to me. As it turns out, there was a major bit of information about this game that I missed. It may be simplistic, but that's by design, because when you put it into the Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo, something wonderful happens. That's right, there's a whole new version of the game specifically for the SNES that only runs when you have the cartridge in the Super Game Boy. The gameplay remains pretty much the same, but it has much nicer looking graphics and some fun backgrounds and a bunch of cool new settings. You could even do a mode that used a specialty border made just for the Super Nintendo. These are the kind of features I would love to see in the game, and well, here they are. Obviously, this makes the game a whole lot more interesting and gives us a lot of answers as to why it felt so bare bones on the Game Boy. But also, this is Game Boy Roulette, not Super Game Boy Roulette. I'm focused entirely on the experience of playing it on the Game Boy, or in some cases, the Game Boy Color. And at the end of the day, the Game Boy experience is still fun, but lacking in some features. So I guess what I'm saying is, this doesn't change my initial review of the game. On the Game Boy, it's still Space Invaders, for better and worse. However, the game does contain a pretty neat upgrade if you happen to have a Super Nintendo, which definitely adds a whole new level of depth to this little cartridge. And most importantly, it turns the inevitable Game Boy versus Game Boy Color comparison into a three-way. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.